Welp, here we are on YouTube. We're back for some more, and this is a little bit outside of what we normally do here, but it's within what we've done before. It's kind of a retro reaction, Ryan. This is a movie that you showed me many years ago. The first Monty Python I was ever exposed to was the Holy Grail. I instantly fell in love with the humor. That scene from Holy Grail where the person just keeps running towards the camera.
I love it. I've watched that scene on YouTube just to watch that scene. It never gets old.
I think you showed that to me and you're just like howling laughing, and I'm like laughing along with it, and just I think it's so hilarious.
Yeah.
And
then
like,
the carnage afterwards.
It shows up, hello. They just start stabbing everybody. And anyway,
but that's not what we're doing today. That's not what we're doing.
That is not what we're doing today. It is not this day. So what we're going to do today is The Life of Brian. It's a scene from The Life of Brian, one of the more famous scenes, the Biggus Dickus scene from Life of Brian. And this is another show that I thought all of Monty Python was just like the Holy Grail. And I remember at first watching this and going like, oh, this isn't quite the Holy Grail. But I remember getting into it and then also finding that same feeling of like, oh, this is hilarious. It's a bit different than Holy Grail. This one has a much more irreverent kind of approach to it. Yeah.
It's been a long time. So before people get mad at us in the comments, we are reacting in the sense you're going to see a reaction from us. I haven't seen this movie. I'm 48 now. I'd be surprised if I've seen it since I was a teenager. Honestly, I don't think I ever saw it. So we watched Monty Python when we were teenagers, but I only saw it even then as a teenager twice, maybe 3 times in my teenage life. So I don't even remember the bit. Like I definitely remember more bits from Monty Python's Holy Grail, like the Killer Rabbit. But even then, I don't remember every joke. So I remember the term Biggus Dickus, but put a gun to my head, I couldn't tell you the context of the joke. I couldn't tell you anything. Oh, the only thing I remember from this film is spam. That's this film, right?
Is that in this one? I don't know if
I think so, because the baby. I think because the baby falls out of the baby falls out of her dress because she keeps having kids. She's doing dishes, and
that's the sperm song. That's the every sperm is sacred.
That's right. That's right. See, that's how much I remember. I got 2 things.
I remember that.
Doesn't the baby fall out of her dress or something?
Yes.
Like that?
Could you get that, please? Like the guy's voice is voicing the woman.
Yeah.
Everything about the Monty Python was so funny, and like there's some really sad, but also like I didn't know this. Graham Chapman, who's one of the founding members for the Monty Python cast, he died in the 80s from cancer, and I didn't know that.
That's hilarious. This isn't funny anymore.
It's not funny. I mean, quite a few of the cast are still around, like Michael Palin and obviously John Cleese and Terry Jones and Eric Idle. Obviously, they're all still around. But I didn't know that Graham Chapman, who was like he plays Arthur in the Holy Grail.
He's kind of like the conventionally handsomer guy, I think.
Sad, very sad, because he was hilarious. Like he was, and you got to wonder what would have happened had he continued on. But anyway,
they died in October of '89. Yep. Yeah. Wow. All right. Rest in peace to Graham. Here we go, Nathan. This is a retro reaction to the Biggus Dickus. Is that what it's called?
Biggus Dickus.
Okay.
Hail Caesar!
Hail!
Only one survivor, sir.
Throw him to the floor.
That's him there, yeah.
What's it?
Throw him to the floor.
What's that? Because he has it.
Now, what is your name, Jew?
Brian, sir.
Brian, eh?
No, Brian.
The little rascal has spirit.
As what, sir?
Spirit?
Yes, he did, sir.
Hello. Spirits, bravado, a touch of daring do.
About 11, sir.
So, you dare to wade us? To what, sir?
Okay, so he has a speech impediment, and it took me for a second because the captions are correct. So it threw me off because I'm just reading the captions, ignoring the speech impediment. If that makes sense. So okay. So he's got a speech impediment. Okay, I hear it now. That's okay.
I just love every time. What did you say? It totally reminds me. I used to teach high school, or I used to teach a lot of different ages. It's so bad. I had a kid,
Don't say it then. Don't say it then, dude.
well, I had this kid who had a very similar speech impediment. Honestly, I had no idea. He'd mumble his words all the time, and I had no idea what he was saying. And he would say it, and sometimes he'd repeat it like 3 times before I actually understood.
Sure,
and I know I made him look bad a few times by like constantly asking him to repeat it, but I just couldn't understand him. So,
all right, thank you, Nathan.
Quake him, Centurion, very roughly. Ah! Oh, and throw it to the floor, sir. What? Throw it to the floor again, sir? Oh, yes, throw him to the floor, please. Now, Jewish rapscallion.
I'm not Jewish, I'm a Roman.
A woman?
No, Roman.
No.
A woman.
Your father was a woman. Who was he?
He was a centurion in the Jerusalem garrisons.
Really? What was his name?
Nautius Maximus.
Centurion, do you have anyone of that name in the garrison?
Well, no, sir.
Well, you sound very sure. Have you checked?
Well, no, sir. I think it's a joke, sir. Like Silius Sodus or Biggus Dickus, sir.
What's funny about Biggus Dickus?
Well, it's a joke name, sir.
I have a very great friend in Rome called Biggus Dickus. Silence! What is all this insolence? You will find yourself in gladiator school very quickly with rotten behavior like that.
Can I go now, sir?
Wait till Biggus Dickus hears of this. Wait! Take him away!
That'd be me. I could do it.
No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week.
Yes, sir. Come on, you.
he's still laughing.
I will not have my friends ridiculed by the common soldiery. Anybody else feel like a little giggle when I mention my friend Biggus Dickus? What about you? Do you find it risible when I say the name Biggus Dickus? He has a wife, you know.
Oh no! What's it gonna be?
You know what she's called?
I forget.
She's called Incontinentia.
Huh?
Incontinentia buttocks. What is all this? I've enough of this rowdy, rebel-stealing behavior. Silence! Call him from Victorian guard. Seize him! Seize him! Blow your noses and seize him!
Oh man, that's good. I like that. It's crazy because it's a scene where the soldiers are breaking. That's the scene. Like they're laughing. But if I was acting in that, I don't know if I think it would be real. Because he goes right in their face. Like if I said his nose is like right.
I know. Biggest.
Now maybe they did it 100 times, so it's not funny anymore. But if I was an actor or an extra or whatever playing it, would be hard not to laugh anyways. To have him just go right in your face. In fact, the way to make that too is, I wouldn't be surprised, knowing how genius Monty Python is that the soldiers playing the soldiers. Maybe they did. All they were told is, "This is going to happen. Like the emperor's going to get mad at you. He's going to say a name that's going to strike your fancy or whatever." That's the setup. But they didn't know maybe they didn't know the name till it was revealed on camera. And so them trying to hold in their laughter could have been even more legit because they're like, "You're told don't break, but you're going to break." because
Yeah,
it's
the point
ridiculous.
is to break. Allow
Yeah.
yourself to break. Yeah.
So I don't know. I could be wrong because it looked almost like genuine kind of breaking. But yeah,
Yeah.
funny stuff. Look, it makes you want to watch the whole movie again. You know, I'd forgotten that whole sequence. I'd forgotten the whole sequence.
Yeah. I love this style of humor. This is probably this is back when I was really ignorant about how humor worked and what was funny, what wasn't funny. And I remember really latching on to Monty Python humor and going, oh, this is how you deliver stuff that is actually funny. I think this is my first experience with the idea of things being random. What the kids would say, random. You know, not that the kids say that anymore. It's like their parents say that now, but that things are come out of nowhere, where a line hits that you're not expecting, and that's what Monty Python's very famous now for something completely different. Like they just throw something totally at you from somewhere you're not expecting it to be from, and they were very good at that. And I almost like I wish we could go back and do the Holy Grail. Like I would love to go through that whole thing again because I mean I know all the lines, but it's so fun. It's such a fun show and just great humor all around. So yeah.
Yeah, this is fun. This was not a Patreon request or anything like that. This was just me and Nathan reminiscing about some old times, and it was nice to be reminded of humor of the old days. And as I get older, Nathan, I realize I do not mature. This is still funny to me. I shouldn't be laughing at that stupid name, but I too find it funny that, you know, we grow older, but we don't grow up, as they say. So that was fun. Like I love how he says, "What the jokes are?" Like it's like Biggus Dickus. Why he happens to have, but he actually has a friend named that. It's funny. Anyways, all right, fun stuff. Thank you so much to us.
Yes, if you want to request comedy
clips?
sketches for us to respond to, we'd be happy to. If you've got something you think we maybe haven't seen, or even just to retro react to, if you want to see our reaction to stuff or our comments, yeah, you can join our Patreon, and that's a great place to request it. Thanks
Well,
everyone
it's the
for
only
joining
place
us here.
too.
It's the only place. I was trying to think of like a funny joke name, but I couldn't think of one. Ryan, have you got one on the tip of your tongue?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, right. We're not funny. Okay.
Okay, thanks everyone. We will see you on the next one.